Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We're calling the rant. I'm gonna try and do call 3 games today. Two football games and a baseball game. The baseball game is the only one I'm uncertain about, but we will be calling this morning game, and then right after that, we will be calling the Vikings game. So right now, the game's about to get set or about to get started. So I'm gonna quickly do national anthem real quick. We're just gonna do the USA today. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? All right, so game's about to kick off. Alrighty, so Rams are gonna kick off. De'Ami Brown back to return for the Jags. This game's being played at Wembley Stadium in London, England. This is the 60th all-time international game. And if I forget to do during this game, I will do my best to put the flag animation up on the screen, up on the scoreboard. If not, pointing this way, if I point this way, the penalty is on Jacksonville. If I point that way, it's on the Rams. Return by De'Ami Brown. It is going to be up to about the 32-yard line, so that's where the Jaguars are going to set up shop for their first drive of this game. Weather conditions today are a little bit rainy. So far, last week against Seattle, Trevor Lawrence 27 for 42, 258 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and a 97.1 QBR, which is his best QBR this season. All right, so Lawrence in the shotgun. Etienne to his left, Lawrence in the shotgun. So at the 30-yard line is where they marked him down. Lawrence changing the play at the line. 9 seconds on the play clock. Lawrence takes a snap. Back to pass. Out of the gun. Lawrence looking. Steps up. Lawrence is going to be taken down on this first snap of the game. Sack by Jared Verse. The first snap of the game is a sack for Jared Verse. This should be probably one of the best international game though of the season. Unironic somehow. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, this probably will be the best international game in terms of this should be the best international game based on potential going into the game. Hand off to Etienne on 2nd and 12 following the sack. He'll get up to about the 32-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and about 8. It'll be 3rd down and about 8. The Jags offense consists of Walker Little, Ezra Cleveland, Robert Hainsey, and I can't get the rest of it. Travis Hunter, Brian Thomas Jr., De'Ami Brown, Hunter Long, Johnny Munt, and Travis Etienne are the skill positions. I couldn't get the last 2 offensive line names. I will get those in a minute. Lawrence takes a snap out of the gun, back to pass, looking. Lawrence, under pressure, fires over the middle, and it's incomplete. Parker Washington, the intended target, and it'll be 4th down and 8. Williams breaks up that pass for the on defense, and it's going to be a 3 and out for the Jags. threw it while almost falling down. Trevor Lawrence did with that ball there. At least it wasn't intercepted, though, for Trevor. So, Logan Cook on the punt. And the Rams are just gonna let that one bounce, and the Rams will set up shop at around their own 20, at around their, actually no, their 32-yard line. So here comes Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense. Last week, this season, Matthew Stafford has a 67% completion percentage. Jesus Christ. 1,684 yards through the air, 12 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. His passing yards is the most in the NFL right now. Please don't clip me saying Matthew Stafford's completion percentage on the year. Please don't. So, Stafford under center, motioning Higbee. Stafford back to pass on play action. Stafford looking over the middle, deep downfield for Adams, and it's incomplete. So that'll bring up second down and 10. Puka Nacua inactive this week for the Rams. I think a hamstring injury is what's keeping him out. The Rams offense consists of Alaric Jackson, Steve Avila, Coleman Shelton. I can't get the names. Devontae Adams, Tutu Atwell, Jordan Whittington, Tyler Higbee, and Kyron Williams. Jordan Whittington in for Puka Nacua this week. I will get the offensive line names in a minute for the Jags and the Rams. Stafford takes a snap, back to pass out of the gun. Stafford dumps it off to 84. Parkinson on the catch. And it's going to bring up third and manageable for the Rams. And here's the Jags defense. Josh Hines-Allen, Davin Hamilton, Arik Armstead, and Trayvon Walker on the D-line. Foyesade Luakan, Ventrell Miller, and Dennis Graddick. Monteric Brown, Eric Murray, and I can't get those names. Good Lord, it's too fast. Anthony Campoline is the Jags defensive coordinator. Stafford in the gun on the empty set on 3rd and 2. Motioning Atwell. Stafford takes a snap. Quick throw out to number 80, Tyler Higbee. And it moves the chains. First down, LA. Mind you, it is 9:30 in the morning when I'm calling this game. So I'm a little tired. I'm still waking up a bit, but I wanted to call this game because it's probably going to be the best international game we have this year. So Stafford under center. Stafford takes a snap, hands off to Williams. And Kyron Williams gets down to the 40, almost down to the 40-yard line, actually, and make that the 39-yard line of the Jags. And it'll bring up second down and about 4 to go. So Stafford and the Rams in the huddle before this second down play. Kyron Williams in the backfield. Stafford under center. Stafford takes a snap. On play action. Looking. Stafford steps up. Quick pass. Caught. Number 87. And he gets down to the 35-yard line, which is enough for a Rams first down. That is Allen with the catch for the Rams. That is the third different tight end for the Rams to catch a pass on this drive. First down and 10 again for the Rams. Puka Nacua suffered an ankle injury last week against the Ravens, so it wasn't a hamstring injury. I misspoke. My bad. 10:55 to go in this first quarter. Stafford in the shotgun. Number 84, Higbee in motion. I think that's Higbee. It's either Parkinson or Higbee. I think it's Parkinson. Yeah, it's Parkinson. Stafford hands off out of the gun to Williams. Williams can't get anywhere after contact. And he's tackled after a gain of about 2 or 3, so it'll set up second down and about 7 to go. Blake Corum in now on this snap for the Rams. Stafford under center. Corum, the second year back out of Michigan. Stafford takes snap. Play action. Stafford under pressure. Stafford's pass is caught. Wow. Higbee with the catch. I did not expect Stafford to get that one off. Wow. I thought he was throwing that one away. That's why I reacted the way I did on the catch. It wasn't a spectacular catch or anything. Well, no, I guess Higbee was sliding a little bit. But still, like, then again, we're probably gonna see a lot of those kind of catches today because the field is as slick as a sheet of ice because of how wet it is. Higbee in motion, Stafford under center, Corum in the backfield. Stafford handoff to Blake Corum. Corum's gonna get it down to the 20-yard line. It'll set up a second down and about 6 to go after a gain of about 4. $9:05 to go in this first quarter. This drive, 3 rushes, then 5 passes for 40 yards, and with a counting time of 4 minutes and 40 seconds of this drive so far. Stafford under center, Corum still in the backfield. I think that's at well motion. Stafford takes a snap, back to pass. On play action, Stafford, Higbee, caught at the 20, gets it to about the 16-yard line, and it'll be a third down and about 3 to go. Nice job by Stafford to get that one out. What a one-handed snag by Tyler Higbee in the rain, too. That's impressive. Caught it one-handed and pulled it in one-handed with his fingertips, essentially. That's crazy work in the rain. So from the 17-yard line on third down and 3, from the 16.5-yard line, I'm going to call it the 17 because they're closer to the 17. Stafford back to pass. Stafford, quick pass. Incomplete, intended for Devontae Adams. It hits his fingertips and it bops in the air and it falls down incomplete. Fourth down and 3. And let's see what Sean McVay and the Rams do here. And the field goal unit's coming on for the LA Rams. Never mind, the LA Rams offense is staying out there, at least for the moment. They're going to at least line up to go for it. So far in the season, they are 6 for 10 on fourth down conversions this year. So Stafford in the empty set. Never mind. Williams in the backfield with Stafford, who's lined up in the shotgun. They do go for it. Stafford looking. Stafford pass caught. Williams first down and more down to about the 5-yard line. Rams gamble pays off, and it's a first and goal for the Rams. The Rams take a gamble on fourth down, and it pays off. And they got well more than what they needed. They needed 14, and they got to the 5. Never mind. They marked him out of bounds at the 8-yard line. They still got a lot more than what they needed. Stafford out of the gun. Stafford end zone, incomplete. Pass is broken up by Foyesade Aluakon. That we do got a flag down. Aluakon is saying he tipped that, so the refs are saying pass interference. We'll see the call. Adrian Hill, the ref. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense number 42. It's half the distance to the goal. It's an automatic first down for the Rams. Andrew Wingard, the man guilty there. How is that unnecessary roughness? That's a soft call. Wow. That is a really soft call. Wow. Okay. Stafford, under center, takes a snap, hands off Williams, who is tackled for a loss of a yard by Wingard. He's tackled down at the 5-yard line, loss of 1. And it'll bring up second and goal from the 5. 7:05 to go in this first quarter of action. So Stafford under center, Williams in the backfield, standing at about the 12-yard line. Stafford on play action. Stafford, it is he throws. It is caught. Mumfield, touchdown LA. Rams strike first here in this game with a touchdown to Mumfield. It's 6-0 LA. The rookie out of Pitt. His first career touchdown happens across seas in London, England, at Wembley Stadium. Lewis was in coverage, but Mumfield just got the best of him there, and Stafford really happy about that one. Cardi on for the extra point. Good snap, good hold, kick is up, it is good. 7-0 LA. No Puka Nacua, no problem, at least for the time being for the Rams. 7-0 LA. Alright, so I'm going to put a poll in the chat. Nope, we're not doing this again. Alright, so Rams are set to kick off. Jacksonville set to get the ball back. And what a return up to the 35. Actually make that the 36 by De'Ami Brown. So here come the Jaguars for their second offensive drive of the game. Travis Hunter in for right now for the Jags this offensive series. All right, so Lawrence out from under center, handoff to ETN, who gets it to the 35. Flag comes flying in. Omar Spates in on the tackle. And we'll hear from Aiden Hill. Holding. Offense. It's a 10-yard penalty. It's still first down. All right. So, first down and 20 following the holding penalty. Lawrence in the shotgun. Hunter in motion. Lawrence taking the snap, back to pass out of the gun. Lawrence, quick pass over the middle, caught at about the 29-yard line is where they're going to mark him down. That is number 11 on the catch. Rams defense is Braden Fisk, Poona Ford, and Kobe Turner on the D-line. Byron Young, Amar Spites, Nate Landman, and Jared Verso, the linebackers. Darius Williams, Quentin Lake, Cam Curl, and Kobe Durant are in the secondary for the Rams today, are their main starters. Second and 14 now for the Jaguars. Lawrence out from under center on play action. Lawrence fires, and it's almost picked. Batted down by Kobe Turner. He had that in his hands. He easily could have picked that. It was in his hands. He easily had that one. But no, it just batted down. Yeah, that was right in his hands. The big fella does wish he could have pulled that one down, Kobe Turner. This season he has 7 tackles, I think, for loss and 1.5 sacks. Lawrence in the empty set in the shotgun formation. Lawrence takes a snap, back to pass. Lawrence under pressure. Lawrence fires over the middle, and it's incomplete, intended for Travis Hunter. And that's going to bring up another 3 and out for the Jaguars. So the Jags set to punt it away again. Logan Cook for his second punt of the game. And kicks away. Xavier Smith fields that one at the 15. The Rams already up 7-0 as they get the ball back. Alrighty. Alright, so I'm going to go over my picks for this week. So what is my survivor pick for the week? The Bears? Who are the Bears? The Saints. Do I want to use them this week? Do I want to use them, period? Or do I want to use the Patriots. I don't know. I don't know who I'm going to use for my survivor pick this week. I'm going with the Patriots. So the Rams with a first down and 10. Stafford on play action. Stafford steps up, fires one deep downfield, and it's incomplete. And there comes a pass interference flag. That's the clearest pass interference call you're ever gonna get. It's gonna be on number 2 on defense. I'm gonna call it right now. Pass interference, defense, number 2. Pass interference, defense. Number 40. Number 42. Oh, I think I'm about to mix. Oh yeah, no, I mixed up the number. Oh yeah, no, I mixed up the numbers. Shoot, I saw number 2. It was the first number I saw. Not, I didn't see the 4. I didn't see the 4 in front of it. Ah. So, first and 10, following the pass interference call from the spot of the foul from the 47. Stafford looks deep, caught on play action. Stafford's pass is caught by number 84, Parkinson. What a huge chunk play there for the Rams. Nice pass by Matthew Stafford. Even better job to be able to catch that one while falling backwards sort of in the rain, too. This drive started at their own 21-yard line. They're now at the Jags 30. Stafford in the empty set. Out of the gun. Stafford looking. Fires down deep over the middle of the field, and it's incomplete. Intended for number 18. His intended target was Xavier Smith, the intended target. But it's incomplete. So first drive was mainly focused on the run. This drive is just boom, boom, boom through the air. Never mind, that was Terrence Ferguson. That's the 4th different tight end to get a target in this game by the Rams. Stafford under center. Stafford on play action, looking. Stafford steps up, pass, caught. Adams, first down across the 20 to almost the 15-yard line. Greg Newsome on the tackle there. Markham out of bounds to the 15-yard line, so it's first down and 10 from the 15-yard line for the LA Rams. Stafford under center. Corum in the backfield, standing at the 23. Stafford on play action again. Stafford looking, rolling. Stafford pass caught. Smith with the catch. Xavier Smith. Is that the first down? Or are they going to give it to him? Let's see. I don't think he got there. I think he's a yard short. We'll see. No, he's a yard short. He needed the 5. He got to the 6. So 2nd and 1. Stafford under center. Stafford takes a snap. Handoff. Corum. Corum powering. Corum down to the 1. First and goal for the Rams yet again. 2:30, not 2:30. 2:21 to go in this first quarter. Rams lead at 7-0. First down and goal for the Rams from the 1. Stafford, never mind, from the 2. Stafford under center. Higbee in motion. Stafford, quick pass. Adams, end zone. Touchdown, Rams! Davante Adams from 2 yards out, and the Rams lead it by 13 points here in London. Stafford took that snap and immediately threw it to Adams, and Adams was almost always going to be a guaranteed touchdown in these instances. There's always a push off on every play. Shut up, Kurt Warner. Davante Adams is one of the best probably the best red zone threat receiver for short yardage. And the kick is good. 14-0 Rams. So instead of the Michigan running back scoring the touchdown, it was Davante Adams scoring the touchdown on a former Michigan cornerback. So yesterday, let's go. So right now at the break in the action, I'm going to go over my picks for college last week. Or for week 8. I took LSU over Vandy, which was wrong, but I did say, I'm pretty sure on the last stream that I did, when I said my picks, I did say I wouldn't be surprised if Vanderbilt won, which they did, 31-24. I took Georgia Tech over Duke, which was right. Georgia Tech won 27-18. I took Arizona over Houston, which was wrong. Houston won 31-28. I took Baylor over TCU, which was wrong. TCU won that 42-36. I took Oklahoma over South Carolina. Oklahoma did win 26-7. I took Georgia over Ole Miss, and Georgia did win 43-35. I took James Madison over Old Dominion, which was right. It wasn't even a close game. 63-27. I did take Iowa over Penn State, which Iowa barely squeaked out the win, 25-24. I did take Missouri over Auburn, which I think that game went into double overtime, which Missouri did win 23-17. And I did take BYU over Utah, which BYU did win 24-21. All right, so can I do week 9 yet? No, I can't do week 9 just yet. So for my NFL picks for this week, I took those Steelers over the Bengals, which was wrong. Bengals won 33-31. My pick for this game is the Jags over the Rams. Not looking good right now. Then for the rest of the week, it's looking like I'm taking the Bears over the Saints, the Browns over the Dolphins, the Patriots over the Titans, Chiefs over the Raiders, even though I want the Raiders to win, the Vikings over the Eagles, because the Eagles haven't looked good for an entire game this entire season yet. The Vikings have actually looked good for 4 quarters. I'm not biased, I swear. But I am taking the Vikings there. The only reason is because they're at home. I'm taking the Panthers over the Jets, taking the Broncos over the Giants, but I won't be surprised if the Giants win. I'm taking Indy over the Chargers. I'm taking the Commanders over the Cowboys. I'm taking the Packers over the Cardinals. Taking the Niners over the taking the Niners over the Falcons. I'm taking the Bucks over the Lions, and I'm taking the Seahawks over the Texans. So, Jags with the football now. They are down by 14. As this first quarter is almost over. So, 1st and 10 for the Jaguars with 1:51 left in this first quarter. So the Jags have a total of 0 yards of offense in this game. First drive, 3 yards. Second drive, -3. Lawrence on play action. Lawrence rolling to his right. Lawrence gonna get. Is he gonna get back to the line, or is that gonna go in the books as a sack? I think no, he was tackled behind the line, so that's gonna go as a sack for Jared Verse. Or no, that's gonna be Byron Young. My bad. I think that was Byron Young that chased him out of bounds. So that was Byron Young on the tackle there. Second and 10, Lawrence. Pass caught. Parker Washington. Never mind, they did give him back to the line of scrimmage, so it doesn't go down as a sack. So it'll be 3rd and 1. Quentin Lake on the tackle. Third down and 1 for the Jags. They're already down 14-0. Trevor Lawrence, handoff, ETN. Oh, did he get there? Rams say no. Refs say he's just shy. Do they give him the first down? We'll see. And they're moving the chains. First down, Jags. Their first down of the game. Good Lord. And it comes at almost the end of the first quarter. Holy crap. And they're gonna take some more time to look at this, so the game is gonna take a slight break. If you're just joining us, it's 14-0 Rams, and right now there's a stop in the game for for an official review on the spot of the ball. They gave the Jags on the field, the call on the field is a first down, but they're reviewing it to make sure the spot is right, to see if he actually got the first down or not. All right, so they do give him the first down, and this is the start of the second quarter. So midfield on nice gain on first down by Parker Washington. He flips, and he's going to be down right at midfield. Okay. So 2nd and 5 for the Jags. Line to gain is the 45-yard line. Trevor Lawrence up from under center. Handoff. That is Tutton on the carry. 3rd down coming up. Third and 2. God, I have hiccups today. Good Lord. Little things is the One Direction song. Kurt Warner. All right, so Trevor Lawrence from the empty set. Trevor Lawrence, quick pass, caught Brian Thomas. And did he get there? No, they're marking him a half-yard short. So 4th down. What do the Jags do here? And Lawrence under center. Lawrence motioning Washington. Lawrence on the jet sweep, hands off. Washington gets the first down. Emmanuel Forbes on the tackle. First down, Jags. Nice play call by Liam Cohen, the coach of the Jags. A gutsy call, but it pays off. First down for the Jags. 2 first downs on this drive. It's their only 2 first downs of the game so far for the Jags. The Rams have 10 so far today, and we're only in the second quarter, and the Jags have 2. Lawrence steps up on play action. Lawrence under pressure. Lawrence steps up. Lawrence is going to be sacked. Number 53 on the sack. Landman on the sack. Lawrence and the Jags are going to come up again with a 2nd and 15. Total yards in this game, the Rams have 110, the Jags have 29. Lawrence, handoff, Etienne, and a flag comes flying in. This penalty looks like it's going to be on Jacksonville. We'll see. Aiden Hill, what's the call? Illegal formation, offense. A wide receiver covered up the tight end. Penalty is declined. So, third and 13 for the Jags. Lawrence in the shotgun, motioning Etienne. Lawrence takes the snap, back to throw, over the middle, pass. Where was that? Intended for Travis Hunter. It didn't look like it was anywhere close. And that's going to bring out the punt team for the 3rd time for Jacksonville. That was nowhere close to in front of Travis Hunter. That was behind him the moment Trevor let that go. Third punt of the day for Logan Cook. And fair catch by Xavier Smith. So the Rams will take over from their own 10-yard line. So if you're just joining us, the Rams are going to be set to take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line as they lead 14-0 here in this second quarter. So right now in one of my leagues, I'm winning my matchup right now, 1.1 to -4. Yes, you heard that right. -4. So my opponent started the Steelers defense, who had -4 points. This is my starting lineup for this week. Jaden Daniels, J.K. Dobbins, Quinshon Judkins, D.K. Metcalf, Roma Dunze, Trey McBride, Saquon Barkley, the Vikings defense, and Jake Bates. So this is the last London game. November 9th is the next international game, which will be in Berlin between the Falcons and Colts. And then November 16th will be in Madrid between the Commanders and the Dolphins. Stafford in the shotgun from their own 9-yard line. And my bad, I meant it wasn't the 10-yard line. Stafford takes snap, back to pass, quick pass, caught. Or no, not caught. Intended for Whittington, and it's incomplete. Second and 10 for Stafford and the Rams. Stafford under center. Stafford, never mind, out of the shotgun, takes snap, pass caught Whittington, who is tackled at the line of scrimmage by Greg Newsome. 3rd down and 10. I need a new Vikings jersey sometime soon. Depending on what our rivalry jerseys look like, I might get one of those when they drop next year when they drop. I want another Bills jersey, and I want their rivalry jersey because it looks sick. At least I think it does. Stafford in the shotgun. On 3rd and 10, 1 on the play clock. Stafford takes snap, back to pass, out of the gun. Stafford fires, nope, fakes it. Stafford fires deep over the field. It is incomplete. Intended for Whittington again. The first 3 and out for the Rams today. Jordan Lewis in coverage there for the Jags. So the Rams punt it away. Parker Washington back to return. He doesn't fair catch it. He's now at the 45 to the 50. 45, 40, 35, 20 to the 10, 15, or 5. Touchdown, Jags, but there's a flag down. It's going to be coming back. I botched the life out of those yardage, out of the yard markings. It's a 62-yard return. But we'll see what the flag is. Does it stand? Illegal block in the back, receiving team number 26. Antonio Johnson guilty of that there, so no touchdown for Jacksonville. I butchered the life out of those yard lines. I said the 50, 45, 35, 30, 20, 25, 15, 10 touchdown. I'm like, did I have a stroke or something? So the Jags will get the football back when the game resumes. Down 14-0. Should I also stream my games on Twitch? Like when I call a game, should I also stream on Twitch as well? Get the Twitch app. So, 1st and 10 for the Jags. Trevor taking the snap and almost picked by 31. Oh, wow. Darius Williams was all over that one. So 2nd and 10 for the Jags following the near interception. Hunter in motion. Trevor in the shotgun. Lawrence takes a snap. Back to pass out of the gun. Lawrence fires. Quick pass caught over the middle. It's number 84. Down to the 39-yard line. 3rd down and 1 coming up. Nearing 9 minutes to go in this first half. The Jags trail 14-0 to the Rams. Lawrence takes a snap on play action. Lawrence looking, fires deep. It is caught! Caught! Tim Patrick down to the 39 in Rams territory. 1st down, Jags. Nice play by the Jags there. So, handoff 33 down to the 39, so gain of 1. So they marked him down at the 40-yard line. Lawrence takes a snap, back to pass. Lawrence. Pass caught Thomas. And he's taken down at the 32. Third and short coming up. The second catch of the day. Lawrence takes the snap out of the gun. Lawrence looking over the middle. Caught. No, it's incomplete. Intended for Brian Thomas. 4th down and 2 coming up. Kinchin's there to jar it free. And it's going to fall incomplete. There's Cam Little out there for the field goal try. It's a 50-yard try from the left hash. Good snap, good hold. It is no good. He missed it. He missed it left. And it's going to be Rams football as they still lead it by 14. So, if you're just joining us, the Rams lead at 14-0 as they get the ball back. So the Rams with the ball. Stafford handoff to Williams. Williams bounces it to the outside. Williams across midfield to the 49-yard line of Jaguars territory. And it'll move the chains. It's a first down for the Rams. Stafford looking, caught! Davante Adams! First down, LA. Sorry, I'm just trying to get stuff set for the Vikings game later today. The Rams do get the ball to start the second half. Stafford on play action. Stafford pass caught. Parkinson. Parkinson! Is he in? He is! Touchdown, LA! Colby Parkinson! It's now 20-0 LA. Wow! The Rams are pouring it on today. Parkinson with the score there. And they're going to take away the touchdown. So they mark him down at the 1-yard line. I did not mean to kick the field goal button there. My bad. So they mark him down at the 1. So Stafford under center. Stafford. Handoff. Williams, who is stopped short, but he pushes his away. And is he in this time? No signal yet. They're going to roll him down short. So they're going to rule him short. Voice out of Luacan there on the stop. Second and goal. Stafford in the shotgun. Stafford takes a snap. Fakes. Looking. End zone. Davante. Touchdown. But there's a flag down. For the moment, Adams has the touchdown. It would be his second of the game if it stands. Aiden Hill with the call. What is it? Pass interference. Defense. The penalty is declined. The result of the play is a Rams touchdown. It is now 20-0 LA. Wow. Devontae Adams with the second score. The kick is up. It is good. 21-0 LA. Wow. Michigan State yesterday in hockey beat number 1 Boston University in overtime. Let's go Spartans. Yes. And they sweep Boston University in Boston. A 2-game sweep. So on the year, what is Michigan State's record? I don't know. I'll look up that. I'll look that up at halftime. I'm sure Jags fans want this game to be at halftime already. The way this game's going. I think Jags fans would be ecstatic if this game were to end right now. Looks like I'm going to start this week off 0-2 on my picks. So Matthew Stafford, ninth most touchdown passes in NFL history, 9th most passing yards in NFL history. And through 6 weeks, 1,684 yards coming into today, most in the NFL, and coming into this year, he had never led the NFL at any point in a season in passing yards, which is crazy to think. Matthew Stafford. It's now 21-0 LA as they're set to kick it away back to the Jags. I don't even know what possession the Jags are on at this point. And De'Ami Brown's just going to watch that one sail through the end zone. Jacksonville football. And they're going to set up shop at their own, I think, 30. The Jags need any sort of points here, preferably a touchdown if you're a Jag fan. But I think you'd be fine with a field goal right now just to get yourselves on the board. Just anything to think, just any positive thing to go to take with you into the locker room. It's gone punt, 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 missed field goal for the Jags. So this is their 5th possession. Lawrence takes the snap out of the gun, fakes the handoff, and that pass is incomplete. And it's 2nd down and 10. No intentional grounding because there was a receiver in the area. That should have been a completion every day of the week for Trevor Lawrence right there. So, 2nd and 10 for the Jags as they trail 21-0. From the 35. Lawrence in the empty set. Lawrence takes a snap. Back to throw. Lawrence looking. Drops back. Lawrence fires deep over the middle to the sideline. It is caught! Parker, what? No, it's incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 10. Parker Washington. Let's see the replay here. You can't, there's no, what white line? Dude, the white sidelines blend into the actual playing field. All the paint, like all the logos and stuff on the field, blend into the grass because of how faded they look. Like, good lord, they are faded. Like, the numbers are even faded. And same with the hash marks. Lawrence in the gun after the incompletion. Lawrence, timeout, Jacksonville. The first timeout called for the Jaguars this half. Prior to this 3rd down and 10. The Rams don't know that they're supposed to be jet lagged. This Sean McVay and the Rams could not have asked for a better start to this game. Up 21-0 with 4:26 to go in this first half. You couldn't ask for a better start if you're the Rams. 3rd down and 10 for Lawrence and the Jags. Lawrence motioning Parker Washington. Lawrence takes a snap, back to pass out of the gun. Lawrence steps up. Lawrence throws. Caught on the sideline. Brian Thomas Jr. down to the 41-yard line. 1st down. Cameron Kitchens in coverage. Close to an illegal forward pass, but not quite. The Jags need some form of points on this drive. Oh, my lord. Lawrence out of the gun. Lawrence back to pass. Lawrence, quick pass, caught. Number 84 is tight end long, and he gets down to the 32-yard line. 2nd down and 9, or 2nd down and 1 coming up. Where did I get 9 from? Good lord. Second and 3, so they marked him actually 3 yards shy. So at the 34-yard line is where they marked him out of bounds. The line to gain is the 31. Trevor Lawrence in the shotgun. Lawrence takes a snap. Back to pass out of the gun. Lawrence fires quick pass over the middle. Caught long. Or no, that's Johnny Munt, former Viking tight end. 1st down Vikings. Or not, but 1st down Jaguars. Good lord. Good Jesus. 1st down and 10 for the Jaguars. Lawrence out of the gun. Lawrence looking over the middle. It is caught! Parker Washington. 1st down Jacksonville. Inside the 15-yard line as we approach the 2-minute warning. Nice throw by Trevor Lawrence and a nice catch by Parker Washington. Lawrence takes snap out of the gun. Handoff ETN. ETN down to the 10-yard line. 2nd down and about 5. And that could be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Nope, we're not doing this again. Nope, 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 nope. Doink. So, 2nd down and 7. Jags trying to run a play. Lawrence takes a snap before the 2-minute warning. Lawrence on the reverse. Hunter to the 10 before he's out of bounds. And that's the 2-minute warning. Cameron Kitchens on the tackle to tackle him there out of bounds. The Jags driving with desperate for a score here in this first half. Trying to take something positive to the locker room as we've hit the 2-minute mark here in this first half. Rams lead at 21-0. And I have -1 points in one of my leagues. Okay, who do I even have? Cam Little. I forgot I had the scoring settings as -1 point for missed field goal. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So I've been playing this new game on my phone called NFL Rivals. It's not a new game. It's been out for a while. It's been out for years. I just got it a few months ago because NFL 2K Playmakers is permanently shut down after a year. Which I like that game because their game changers mode where you can make picks like on like over unders on stuff, and you get in game rewards. So, it didn't cost any money if you got anything wrong. It was just for fun. I'm kind of sad that their server shut down because I really like that game. It was also fun too. But NFL Rivals is still fun. So, coming up at halftime, I don't know what I'm gonna do at halftime with you guys. I don't know. Big third down for the Jags here. Lawrence on 3rd down and 7. Lawrence in the shotgun formation. Lawrence takes a snap, back to throw, quick pass intended for Hunter, and it's incomplete. Durant in coverage, and it's going to be 4th down and 7. Travis Hunter almost able to pull that one in. It would have been a sick catch if he was able to pull that one in because it would have been one-handed in the rain. Vikings don't have to worry about the rain today at all. Vikings at least don't have to worry about weather today because they play at home indoors. So thank God. And whistles blow and timeout LA. Their first time out of the half. So, Jags down 21-0 on this 4th down and 7. Jags offense staying out there. They don't want to take a field goal here. They want a touchdown. A minute 53 to go till halftime. In this game that has been completely one-sided so far. As the Rams lead at 21-0. Lawrence in the shotgun. The line to gain is the 4-yard line. Lawrence motioning Brian Thomas. Lawrence takes a snap. Back to pass out of the gun on 4th and 7. Lawrence rolling. Lawrence gonna run it. Lawrence is not gonna get there. And the Rams force a turnover on downs, and the Jags have still not been able to put anything on the board. They still sit at 0. And the Rams will get the football back with just over a minute and 50 seconds or so to go till halftime. So never mind. So a minute 45 to go till halftime. I misspoke there. Wow. So, Rams with 2 timeouts and a minute 45 to march down the entire field to try and score. Stafford under center, handoff. Williams. And Williams is going to get to the line to gain, but do they give him the first down? They do. First clock rolls under a minute and clock rolls under a minute and 30 to go in this first half. And we have a whistle blowing for an injured Jaguar. Jordan Lewis is down. Oh, Williams landed it on his shoulder. Ooh, ow. That's going to hurt. Ow. Lewis is still down. Jordan Lewis is a third round corner out of Michigan. So that is a charged timeout by the Jags because it's under 2 minutes to go and a half. All right, so Rams with a 2nd and 1. Stafford handoff Williams. First down Rams to about the 21-yard line. So it'll be a first down for the Rams as the clock rolls under a minute 20 to go. Rams could be 5-1 if they didn't choke. Wait, a choke is an understatement. If they didn't just, I don't even know how to say it. They blew that Eagles game away so bad. Oh my god. Up 26-7 at one point, and you lose. Oh my god. That's a Falcons level of choking. That's Falcon and Brandon Staley Charger choking levels. Oh, that was such a bad choke job by the Rams there in that game. And the Rams are going to take a 21-point lead into the half. It's been all Rams since the opening kickoff. And we have hit halftime. So, what am I going to do here at the half? Well, for starters, I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and okay, so let's see if NFL Rivals is available on PC. No, it is not available on PC. Okay, that's what I thought. So what is okay? So the Vikings game. Let me see, because that game should be on today, right? It would be on Fox, right? Yeah. Okay. So it will be on. So I will be calling that one. If this game get if this game gets at if the Rams scored over 40 before the Jet and the if this game gets even worse, if the Rams score like two or three more times and the Jags yet still haven't don't score a touchdown within that time frame, I'm just gonna end the stream up right now so that way I can get ready for the Vikings game. So yeah, this game is getting out of hand and fast. Oh no. Michigan State and Michigan play next week in foot. Oh, great. Fantastic. We are just. Oh, good grief. Not going to be a great game. Hopefully State can win. If not, that'll be about what we expect. So the Rams will get the football first to start this second half. So the first half summary looks like will be. Ugh. So first half summary: Rams lead at 21-0. 39 rush yards for the Rams to the Jags 26. 127 passing yards for the Rams to the Jags 100. 166 total yards for the Rams to the Jags 126 total. No penalties for no yards for the Rams, while the Jags had 5 for 66 yards in the first half. Rams had 17 minutes and 44 seconds of possession in that first half, while the Jags had 12 minutes and 16 seconds of possession in that first half. The Rams have just dominated the Jags in every way. So, second half is kicked off. Rams with the football. So, 1st and 10 for the Rams. Stafford hands off to Williams, who gets it from the 36 down to, I didn't even see where he was down. All right, so 6-yard gain for Williams on that first down carry. Stafford out of the shotgun, takes a snap, back to pass, throwing out of the gun. Stafford looks to the sideline and incomplete. Looking for Tyler Higbee, the intended target there, and it's now 3rd down and 4. Dennis guarded in coverage there. It's been raining this entire game. 3rd and 4 for the Rams. Stafford in the empty set. Stafford with 5 on the play clock. Stafford takes the snap, back to pass, looking. Stafford throws out of the gun. Pass is caught. Adams. There is a flag down, though. We'll see it. We'll check in on the flag. If it stands, it's a gain of 11. We'll see what the call is. You're still chatting. Holding, offense number 73. Illegal contact, defense. Both penalties offset. We will replay the down. So after the penalty, it's a 3rd down and 4. After which, because the offsetting penalties wiped out the 11-yard gain. Stafford in the shotgun formation in the empty set from their own 42-yard line. Stafford takes a snap, back to pass. Stafford looking. Stafford rolling to his right. Stafford throws out of the gun. Passes. Is it intercepted? No, it isn't, but it's incomplete. And the Rams are going to be forced to punt it here. And the Jags almost had their 15th takeaway of the year. So Rams 3 and out. That ball is going to bounce, and they're going to mark it out of bounds at the, I don't know what yard line. It's their own 10. The Jags with down by 21 when the game resumes. Justin Jefferson's like, we usually, in this Pepsi commercial, Justin Jefferson's like, we usually work on Sundays. Josh Allen, and then Josh Allen's just like, I can cancel my plans. Kind of fitting, because the Vikings play this week, today, and the Bills are on bye, so kind of fitting. So on Thursday, so last Thursday, for One Direction fans, um, lost someone a year ago last year on October 16th, losing Liam Payne, who died after falling from a third-story hotel balcony in Buenos Aires, Argentina. He died a year ago, just over a year ago. We love you, Liam. And Lawrence out of the gun gets it to Etienne, who gets it across the 27-yard line to the 28. First down, Jacksonville. Rest in peace, Liam Payne. We love you and we miss you. Lawrence out of the gun. Lawrence looking, fires, passes, almost picked. Williams almost picked that one off. Second and 10 for the Jags. Lawrence in the shotgun, motioning Hunter. Etienne to Trevor's right. Lawrence with 7 on the play clock. Lawrence looking, scans the field. Lawrence takes a snap, back to pass. Lawrence, quick pass, out of the gun, looking. He's got his target. Hunter, first down, Jacksonville. Landman on the stop. Hunter with his first catch of the game. And I said, and I don't even know what I said on Trevor Lawrence's name on that last one. Lawrence, under center, changes the play at the line on first and 10. Down 21, motioning Hunter. Lawrence takes a snap. On play action, looking. Lawrence flips it to Hunter. Hunter, first down, Jaguars. Spates in coverage, another first down for the Jags. 2 catches for Travis Hunter, 2 first downs as a result. Lawrence at midfield, under center. Etienne standing in the backfield. And on the jet sweep, it's Parker Washington, and who is hit hard at the 45-yard line. And there's a flag down, probably unnecessary roughness. Aiden Hill with the call. Holding. Offense. Wow, okay. Tim Patrick guilty of a hold there. Okay. Nope, yeah, that's holding. So the Jags are back now inside their own territory on 1st and 18. So from their own 42, Lawrence out of the gun. Lawrence looking. Fires over the middle. It's incomplete, intended for Washington. And there's a flag down again. This, I think, is going to be the first penalty on the Rams. So let's see the call. Pass interference, defense, number 31. Ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down. So holding penalty is now wiped out because of that. Technically, it's wiped out because of that. The yardage resulting from that pass interference call. Lawrence on play action. Lawrence dumps it quickly, and it's incomplete. And Munt was the one who dropped it there. Lawrence motioning Hunter. Lawrence in the gun. Etienne to his right. Lawrence with 3 on the clock. Lawrence takes a snap. Back to pass. Lawrence looking. Fires deep. Passing intended for Thomas. Incomplete, but a flag flies. Probably pass interference again. Let's see the call. Holding. Defense. Number 3. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down. And through that, Thomas still almost caught it. So fresh set of downs for Jacksonville. Lawrence in the shotgun. Etienne to his right. Lawrence takes a snap. Fakes the give on the handoff, and it's almost picked. Almost picked by Lake. So, following the incompletion, Lawrence in the gun on 2nd and 10 at the Ram 38. Lawrence back to pass. Lawrence looking sideline. It is caught by Travis Hunter, who is 2 yards shy of the line to gain. And so 3rd down and 2. Lawrence in the gun. Lawrence with 3 on the clock. Empty set. Lawrence takes a snap. Back to pass. Quick pass out of the gun. It is tipped and it's incomplete. 4th down and 2. That ball had to have been tipped. No, it wasn't tipped. So Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They're at least lining up to go for it. Parker Washington in motion. ETN to Lawrence's left. Lawrence in the shotgun formation. Lawrence takes a snap. Back to pass out of the gun. Fires over the middle. And it's incomplete. De'Ami Brown, the intended target. And the Rams will take over. Rams lead at 21-0 with 10:37 to go in this 3rd quarter. When the game resumes. If the Rams score here, I'm going to get off. If the Rams score here, I'm going to get off. And then get back on for the Vikings game. So if the Rams do score here, I'm going to end the stream, and then I'll be back on for the Vikings game. Stafford out of the gun, looking. Stafford, quick pass, dumps it off. Corum, who's going to be tackled at the 36-yard line. Gain of 5. It'll be a 2nd down and 5. All right, so 2nd and 4 for the Rams. Stafford under center. Corum on, fake to Corum. Stafford, and that ball is that a fumble? No, they rule it incomplete. But even if it is a fumble, the Rams do fall on it. 3rd down and 4. There's no flag for intentional grounding because there was a receiver in the area. I don't even know why you would have thrown the flag anyways. There is a flag down, though, in the secondary. Never mind. Before the illegal contact, defense number 23. It's an automatic first down. Foyesada Luakon guilty of that one there. It's a first down for the Rams. Stafford under center. Stafford, handoff. Corum spins and is down at the 46-yard line. Gain of 5. It'll be his second down and 5 coming up. Stafford under center. Corum in the backfield. 8 seconds on the play clock. Stafford takes a snap. Handoff. Corum spins and gain of about 3 to the 48-yard line. It'll be third down and about 2. Never mind. No, it's a gain of 2. Third down and 3 coming up. All right, so third down and 3 for the Rams. Stafford in the empty set in the shotgun. Stafford takes a snap, back to pass, out of the gun. Stafford looking long for Adams. It is incomplete. It's now fourth down and 3 for the Rams. Travis Hunter in coverage there. All right, so if the Jags don't score here, I'm getting off. And a fair catch is called. And no flag for interference. That's not a penalty. He didn't touch him, at least until after the ball was caught. Yes. Wait, Nick Jonas' diabetes, what? So if the Jags don't score a touchdown in this drive, I'm getting off. If they do score a touchdown, if the Rams score another one, I'm getting off. So it's not 18-0. It's 21-0. It's 21-0. I don't know why it says 18-0. So Lawrence from his end zone going deep. Caught by De'Ami Brown. Okay, so it's now I think updated. And De'Ami Brown is down. So they're calling it right now a 39-yard completion. So it's Jaguar football if you're just joining us. I have no idea why it said 18-0 at one point, even though it's been 21-0 for a while. Okay, so actually no, I'm getting off after this drive, regardless of what happens. So De'Ami Brown's going to the medical tent. So Lawrence, after the 39-yard completion, ETN in motion, they hand it off to number 32, who gets it down to the 44-yard line. Second down and about 2 coming up. So Jaguars, Lawrence under center on 2nd and 2. Lawrence On play action, looking. Lawrence steps up. Lawrence is going to run it. Lawrence, cross the 40 to the 35, and out of bounds at the 29. 15 yards on the play there, and it's another first down for the Jags. Whew. So Lawrence is now the leading rusher for the Jags today. All right, so Lawrence, handoff to number 33 again. And so they mark Trevor out at the 30-yard line, so a gain of about 4 there on the play to the 26-yard line. Second down and 6 coming up. All right, so Lawrence on second down and 6. Lawrence looking deep. It is. Oh, is it caught? But it's incomplete. No, that is incomplete. And Brian Thomas is now on the sideline. So Lawrence in the shotgun on third down and 7. Lawrence looking over the middle. It is incomplete, intended for Travis Hunter. It's now fourth down and 7. All right, so if you're the Jags, I think you got to go for it here, even though there's a lot of time left. You're down 3 possessions right now. Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars offense staying out there. Cam Little in the field goal units on the sideline. The Jags are at least lining up to go for it. Lawrence in the shotgun. Lawrence does take the snap. Lawrence looking. Lawrence under pressure. Lawrence is going to throw it away, and it's incomplete. And it's another turnover on downs for the Jags. Wow, this game got out of hand fast for Jacksonville. That's the third turnover on downs for the Jags today. And that is going to do it for me on this game. I will see you guys for the Vikings-Eagles game in just over an hour. Stay safe. If this is the last time I see you today, stay safe, stay positive. You guys are awesome. Be safe. And I'll see you guys in the next stream or whenever you guys decide to watch my channel again. I'll see you guys.